I know those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, maybe you read it. But this happened when we had the 14-day revival going on here. Well, as you know, most of you know my daughter that comes here with me with the baby.
Right.
She had identical twins, and one of them passed away in September. So she was left with Caden. So we, because of that, you know, we started taking him to the doctors just to follow up until we knew the results of the autopsy of the baby, which he died of SIDS. So the doctors are always want to find something, and the enemy, you know, always wants to give you diagnosis and whatnot. Yeah. So we took him to St. Christopher's Hospital in Philadelphia, and he's 15 months old, so he don't walk. Right away they did blood work, and they did a whole bunch of tests. Right away the enemy, oh, he's got muscular dystrophy. So when they called to say that, we got confused. We're humans, you know? And we believe in God and the healing power of God, but still the human, us being human, we get confused. So all of a sudden I felt in my spirit, in my heart, I say, something told me, just tell your pastor, talk to your pastor. So I didn't call him, I texted him, because sometimes he's busy, so I figure a text he'll answer whenever he can. And he texted back and he said, you know what, the devil's a liar, that boy is healed in the name of Jesus. And I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, 3 days later, the specialist called the house and said, after reviewing the blood work, we came to the conclusion that the baby does not have muscular dystrophy. Come on. So then, there's a second part to it. We went up again to Philadelphia with him because since he didn't have muscular dystrophy, the enemy wanted to label him with something else. The doctor said he might have Pompe disease. That triggers and attacks the heart muscle and all the muscles of the body. Just because he's delayed walking is all this. So I told Josie, remember what the pastor said? We're not accepting that diagnosis. So we took him for tests. They did a whole bunch of tests. Then the specialist comes in and tells us, this is another specialist. He said, let me go to the room and check the results. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. And we started praying and praying. When he came back, he said, well, that boy doesn't have no Pompe disease. There's nothing wrong with his muscles or his heart.
Hallelujah.
Yep. The Lord did it. And yes, our Lord is our healer.
Yes.
Just trust him and pray. And when you're confused about something, the pastor's here. Text him, give him a call, and he'll be a great help for you.
Hallelujah.
Okay, Dios le bendiga. God bless.